Alright, let's bring the window back. Yeah, I gotta play windowed because, yeah, I'm not doing the normal start screen today because I'm just gonna wait for them to bring people over. And the game's so short, if I start before they come over, I'll probably have finished Green Hill by then, so, yeah. Let's just double check. The internet has not switched over to the 2.4 GHz. It is still on 5 GHz. Good, good, good. My stream performance is good on OBS. No drop frames. Green thingy. Consistent bitrate. Yeah. Hopefully the audio balance should be okay. Me. That was a noise to make. Right. Yeah, just wait for the friends to go arrive. Hey, LazyBot has notified Discord. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that 50 Hz thing. Because last time I streamed a Sonic game at 50 Hz, I had some kid, presumably an American kid, complaining at me because apparently it's awful. Whereas I would say it's, it's nostalgic. Yeah, especially putting the borders up, having the uncropping everything on blasting does make it look much like as if I plugged my Mega Drive into a modern TV. This is as close as I can get to it looking like original hardware, without with my current kit. Again, I suppose I could attempt to grab a composite cable for the Mega Drive and plug it into my PVR, but I doubt it would look very good. It would, Hey! For eel! I've got Raid! Hello, Rin and everyone that is here. Well, howdy. Since we are here, let's get started. This is Sonic 1. Thanks for the birthday messages that everyone has sent throughout the day and are sending now. Yeah, we're just essentially using this as an excuse to chill and just have a surprise raid. But yeah, just an excuse to chill. It's the end of the day for us here in the UK. I mean, not that I've done much today other than chill. And Sonic 1 is a game I can play while turning my brain off and just chatting to people, so, Plus, short game. So yeah. Obviously people just came from Rin's Valent stream. Obviously, I would say feel free to check her out, but obviously you all came from her, so you already have checked her out. But yeah. Obviously it's, late, so brain power may falter. But yeah, this is Sonic 1. You most people here, well, I say a good amount of people here know me. They know I like Sonic and Sega. It should be no surprise that I'm streaming Sonic, because I do want to get through all the main series Sonic games at some point or another. But since this game is so short, too short for a normal stream. So yeah, we're going to be going for the Chaos Emeralds. Hopefully I don't mess up too much. But you do only have 10 chances to get the 6 emeralds, so, maybe I will mess up. And as you can see in the text below my face, this is the 50 Hz version of the game. Oops. Spike bug! Lovely. That wasn't fixed in this version of the game, was it? I don't think it was till Mega Collection, well, Sonic Jam, but till Mega Collection they fixed it in the Mega Drive ROM. That. This is totally what you're supposed to do. It's totally not just an unintended like part of the level design. Yeah, as well as the Chaos Emeralds, you know, I know this game too well, so we are going to be doing like shortcuts and pro strats. And the game playing at 50 Hz is going to help, because it's running slower than it's designed to, so... My reaction time, like, I'll have more time to react to stuff happening. To people in the chat, is everything running alright? Like, audio balance good and video smooth and all that? Because I've not really checked. Everything seems good. That's good. Yeah, I've not really checked, I've just sort of... Well, I check my internet, but I check that every time because, you know... How's the birthday been? Yeah, it's been good. I've not really done much. I've probably spent more time on Genshin Impact than anything else. Yeah, spent most of the day playing games. Reordered a Wii U copy of Breath of the Wild, so next week hopefully that should be arriving. Don't worry, I ain't gonna stream it too soon, because, you know, Ben Innate is already streaming Breath of the Wild. But yeah. Ah, you want to get in there? Hit the diamond, Sonic. But yeah, special stages are these spinning things. I was hoping we could complete the Breath of the Wild stream trifecta. I mean, it's also just a case of I have other things planned. I mean, Ben knows what I've got planned after after I finish Doom, which will be resuming this Tuesday. I mean, me doing this stream as well. I mean, it was planned before I decided to take this Tuesday off, but like even more so, I wanted to do it because of taking Tuesday off. It was nice to have an evening to myself. Yeah, we're going to take the pro way through Green Hill Act 3, and that is the bottom route. Normally the top route is good to go in classic Sonic, but Green Hill Act 3 here, bottom route's good. It's quick, you can do like pro strat badnik bouncing like that. And underneath here, stash of goodies. Another one up. Can you tell I've played this game an unhealthy amount of times? And I own it an unhealthy amount of times? Get the invincibility, because then you can cheese the already easy boss. That wrecking ball would hurt you, but you know, invincibility please just before the boss allows you to absolutely cheese it. Hit the thing. And that's Green Hill then. This game is pretty short. Any of you here, I think any of you that were here that watched me play Sonic 2 back in November, this game, like, Sonic 2 is not that long, like, that's only about an hour and a bit, and this game is shorter. So, yeah. Yeah, Green Hill. Very good opening level. Very iconic video game level. But after that we get Marble Zone. Now this is kind of a brick wall for most players, because, you know... Oh, oops. Well, they're going to plan of getting a perfect ring run of this level. Because, you know, Marble Zone's quite a brick wall after Green Hill because it's slow. Very slow, lots of blocky platforming. Compared to the slopes and speed that makes Sonic unique. Oh, meant to roll there. Also, those of you who might have played Sonic 1 before on other like modern collections or whatever, or the mobile port, as well as the game running slow, you'll notice that the music is slow. This is how I grew up playing the game, so that's why we're playing it like this now. To satisfy my specific nostalgia. Although I suppose if I was satisfying my specific Sonic 1 nostalgia, I'd be playing from the PS2, but... I'm not playing this from an interlaced video source. No, thank you. A good emulator is much better. Whoops. We don't want to be losing our rings, because you need 50 rings at the end of a level to get to a special stage. I mean, want to get all the Chaos Emeralds. They don't do anything in this game other than get you a better ending, but yeah. Also on the topic of asking earlier, asking how my birthday was, how's everyone else's day been? Because even though it's my birthday, I'm not the only one that matters. I'm just using the anniversary of entering the world as an excuse to stream. You're supposed to go on that left one first, but nah. Easier just to do that. I say easier. Isn't good. Work was short. That's good to hear. Grinding stuff in there. Yeah. And fighting like a mini Mecha Godzilla, not buying like I like I thought you said. Fighting. Anyway, special stage 3. I hate this special stage so much. The special stage is a big open area where it's very annoying and difficult to get back to where the emerald is. Not helped to the fact that the physics are wonky in the special stages compared to the main game. That said, the slowness of 50 Hz does make it a little more palatable, but not that much, especially when the maze starts spinning at a higher speed. Which, to be the higher speed is like at the normal 60 Hz speed, the normal speed the game's supposed to run at. Then like the spinning is a lot harder to deal with, and that's why I hate that special stage, because you just get bounced around and it's very hard to avoid getting the goal. If I don't go with Chaos Emeralds, I'm not losing any sleep. It's Sonic 1, it doesn't do anything other than alter the ending slightly. But I would like to get the good ending, because it's what I always do. Now, this is, I think Marble Zone's really where I start showing off the pro strats. Because like you're supposed to ride the block across, but like, no. I'll just jump. And like, I know my usual thing is like, imagine being good at games, because I'm not good at a lot of games, but Classic Sonic is kind of like the one time that I can flex skills. Just because I've played these games too much. But like, the level design is just burned into my memory. Grab that shield. Here's another bit that would be a slow block ride across lava, but again, you can get good at the game and do stuff like that. Like, getting good at the game and then replaying it and doing stuff like that. That's what I love about these games. Like, once you get good at the game, it's like it can be so satisfying to blast through levels that may have once given you trouble. You can't tell the difference between 50 and 60 Hz, so you can deal with it. Fair enough, Joe. Fair enough. How are you? I mainly put it there in case any annoying sort of annoying or ignorant people come into the stream. They're gonna break all these blocks because it's satisfying, isn't it? But though I can say to you, Joe, you might know again, one thing you might notice from I should have got hit by that. you might notice from having played a little bit on Switch at least, if I think you have it on Switch, is the music is slow. Oh no. Certain things like this. It's really annoying or ignorant. I mean, I'm mainly throwing shade at that person in my Sonic 2 stream. Yeah, you got the Switch version. But yeah, the Switch version's a good way to play. Oh, get in the ring, Sonic. There we go. If you take too long, Sonic runs off to the right and you miss your chance of getting in the big ring. Special Stage 4, for the most part, is easier than Special Stage 3. Also, if you mess up a Special Stage, they boot you to the, the next time you go in one, they send you to the next one instead of letting you retry the one you messed up on. Like, what's up with that? I'm speeding the maze up. No. These special stages are certainly something. Guess we want to go this way. Hey, I've got to continue. I don't doubt I'm gonna need it. Really try and get the kill symbols instead of just beating the game. Yeah, I mean, it gives a little bit more replay value if you try and get them. You're not missing much in Sonic 1 if you don't get them, but, you know, lends a bit of challenge to the game. Like, because I still mess up on some of these special stages semi-consistently, and I've been playing this game a lot of my life. Especially if I play in the mobile version. Because the special stages, like, the rotation is made, like, really smooth, which looks really nice, but it makes it a lot harder, because I'm used to the more rigid rotation of this version, like the original version. Alright, since we're in Act 3, it doesn't matter if doesn't matter about rings, because you can't just get into special stages in Act 3s. Although messing up Special Stage 3 does mean I'm going to have to, it means I'm going to have to actually try in Labyrinth Zone. And like getting into special stages in Labyrinth Zone is a bit of a pain. I'm not going to lie. But I do have some tactics to make Labyrinth Zone overall easier. Because that's like a massive wall later in the game that a lot of people don't like. Also of note, it's Sonic 1, no spin dash. Unless you're playing a later port of the game which adds the spin dash. Which in terms of official ones is just Sonic Jam on the Saturn, Sonic Genesis on GBA, which you wouldn't want to play anyway. And then like the 3DS Switch and mobile versions. Yeah, secret. Not only a 1-up, but a massive shortcut through the level. You're never eating potato waffles again. Why? What did they do to you? What have the potato waffles done to you? Ow. Let's wait for that to come back up. Stomach pain, oh dear. Hopefully you feel better soon. Be careful of those spikes. They like to knock you back down to the lower level. Checkpoint! And no rings before the boss, so if you die to the boss, then yeah. Oh no. Shouldn't have tried that. Whoops. Good thing I'm not doing like a no-hit run or anything. I mean, I wouldn't want to no-hit run Sonic. In this spin dash, you can't go that fast in Sonic 1. I mean, there are other reasons, but they're a little bit technical. Also, much like when I played Sonic 2, we are using a Mega Drive controller because I love this thing. And it just feels right. Alright, Spring Yard Zone. No hit Mario Sunshine. How about no? How about no? I mean, for one thing, there are other Mario games I'd rather play on stream than Sunshine, for one thing. Right. Pro strats. Get the speed shoes. Roll up the ramp. Hold right. Skip again. Skip a chunk of the level. No hit Lost Levels. How about I don't play Lost Levels at all for the rest of my life because I don't like it? I'd rather play Zelda 2. That said, part of me kind of wants to stream Zelda 2 as like a just because like think of the hashtag content. Like, should I be concerned that I kind of want to stream Zelda 2? Like for these half pipes with the with those, don't do what I just did. You wait a little bit longer before you jump in. Hold down to roll, obviously. If you're not doing that when you play Sonic, or Classic Sonic, then you're doing it wrong. Roll down hills with the down button. You get a lot of speed. Plus, if you're rolling, you don't get hurt by enemies unless they have spikes. Hi Sam. How are you doing? Obviously I know I'm guessing your family's still dealing with the radiator problems, which, you know, hopefully that gets sorted sooner rather than later, and without, you know, hopefully without putting you in a sort of rough of a place, like just because of what you said about, like, you know. Right, yes, please slow down. Yeah, Special Stage 5 and like 4 and 5 are both just so much easier than Special Stage 3. I don't get it. Like 4 and 5 are linear paths with a few like bits where you can fall into goals, as opposed to the like big open area Special Stage 3, where you just go into the goal too easily because it's too big and open and just bounce around everywhere. I hate Special Stage 3. Right, I did say press down to roll down hills and stuff, but oh. But we want to go down this way instead of the upper path. You can never beat the first special stage. I have a trick for the first special stage. Don't press anything until you're in the room where the Chaos Emerald is. If you don't press anything in the first special stage until you get there, Sonic will just get there by himself. Save states. I don't need save states. Or you can use the rewind function if you're playing an emulator or modern collection that supports rewind as well. But I don't need that. I have 10 lives plus at least one continue. But yeah, in here, secret area. It's a shortcut and it has lots of rings. You want those? That was close. You want those extra rings? You want those rings to get to special stage? And this part even deposits you right next to a shield. Obviously you want shields to protect you if you're trying to get to special stages. Imagine using a rewind function. Yeah, I know. Who'd ever use a rewind function? And again, I played this plenty on original hardware as well, so it's like you don't get save states or rewind on original hardware. Yeah. Right, here's another pro strat, I guess. Jump up there,
And yeah, Spring Yard Act 2 has 2 exits. Doesn't matter which one you take, but the higher up one has lots of rings. Plus it's just cool to go up here. So my Shadow Hedgehog stream. We don't need to tell them that you used Rewind. You like the smell of original hardware? I mean, it sounds weird, but I mean, it kind of, you know, like the feel and like even this like the feel of original hardware, like with Mega Drive stuff, like, you know, which does I suppose include the smell. You know, is a very like comforting nostalgic experience. Don't like this special stage either. It's like a mini special stage 3. But if you've played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I doubt, because less people have played that than Sonic 1 and 2, then you might recognise this layout as the slot machine bonus stage from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because they sort of reused this special stage and the rotating sort of thing for that. Your N64 smelt good. I'll take your word for it. Again, the feel original hardware is nice, which is why I'm using the original controller. From childhood and stuff. Oh, let's sit up straight so I don't hurt my back. Can we get it? Yes, we can. Lovely. Get this invincibility. And we have our first actual instance of doing these platforms. These are in other acts, but I took routes to avoid them. Threading the needle a bit there. Yeah, with these, they're a bit slow, especially at 50 Hz. Just make sure you don't get squished between them. You can. Oh, you can use it as an opportunity to jam out to the music though. Because it's Sonic. The music is great. Like, it's not my favourite soundtrack of the classic series, but it's still great stuff. Go in here for invincibility and speed shoes. And speed past here. And you get a slight shortcut, which includes a shield and some ring monitors. Oop. Did someone say more invincibility? Oh, should have kept holding the button longer. If you fall down here, it's death. But here we got Spring Yard's boss. Be careful to not fall down the pits that Eggman makes. But 8 hits and he is down. And we're about halfway through the game. And yeah, we're about halfway through this and we're about half an hour in. Eggman is the Bowser Jr. of Sonic. Eggman was in a flying mech before Bowser Jr. I mean, granted, Bowser was in one before Eggman because Mario World came out in 1990, but, you know, just to say Eggman did it before Bowser Jr., even if Bowser did it before Eggman. But here we are, Labyrinth Zone, and I need to get one more emerald, so we need to be a bit careful. We have 4 more chances to get emeralds, but if I'm to get one in this act, while also taking a big shortcut, I need to literally get every ring on the route that I'm taking. Because there are literally only 50 on the route I'm taking. See, let's get a bubble. There's no rings up there, is there? No. So yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people who played Sonic might have very bad memories of Labyrinth Zone. When's the next Sonic movie out? I don't know. I think they're starting shooting for it in a few months' time. I think it's like I think they're aiming for like 2022. I think. Now, speaking of Sonic news, I suppose some of the most relevant Sonic news at the moment is Roger Craig Smith no longer voicing Sonic. Obviously, it's not been outright stated whether he left or whether Sega sort of decided to essentially fire him, but that's sort of like potential drama that we'll not talk about. I grab this. I need to get that ring. I'm just gonna have to hope that I pick it up on the way up. Okay, nope, we messed up. I don't think we can get the shortcut. Lovely, we've got to play the stage properly, which means... we've got to play the stage properly, which means there's more chance for me to mess up. And lose my rings. So if I'd been able to ride that platform up properly, there's basically a humongous shortcut that you can take that skips almost the entire level. But I messed it up, so... Is there any news on who will replace him? No, there isn't. Some people are speculating Ben Schwartz to make it consistent with the movie, but some people are... but others are sort of essentially sort of saying Sega wouldn't do that because it'd be too expensive and they don't like hiring union actors. There you go up there, hit the button. Otherwise you can't get down here. Trying to keep all your rings in Labyrinth Zone is not the easiest thing. Charles Martinet. He's a great voice actor, but I probably wouldn't have him voice Sonic. To be honest. Yeah, it'll be a shame. It's a shame to lose Roger Craig Smith because I think he did a very good job in the role, especially in Sonic Boom. Get on the cork. Yeah. Should be nearing the end of the level. Oh well. I missed one of the pro strats, but hey, we'll see more pro strats throughout the rest of the game. Both Labyrinth Act 2 and 3 have pro strats that you can take advantage of. I think it's because they won't need voice acting. Nah, they're not gonna not have Sonic voice acted. Like, cause even in... You say you might go back to 2D, but like even in like spin-offs and stuff, they'd have Sonic voice acted. Like stuff like the racing games and all that. Yeah. It also does mean that Roger's last performance as Sonic was Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Which, you know, it's not a bad one to go out on, because Puyo is a very good game, and his performance, while it's only a few voice lines, his performance is very good. He's in that. Yeah, Sonic got added to Puyo Tetris 2 in an update recently. Like, Joe, you must have seen it. I like posted it on Twitter and in our group chats. You're dim. You miss things? Yeah, we know you miss things. Oh, I hate this special stage. He canonically becomes a mute character. I mean, I suppose, you know, if they do go all in on Classic, like, which they won't, but if they did go all in on Classic, then Classic is basically canonically mute, as of Generations and Forces. No, I want the Emerald. Emerald, please. No. Oh, Emerald. I want the Emerald. There we go. I hate that special stage so much. But we got them all. But no Super Sonic. Sonic Team didn't decide to rip off Dragon Ball until the second game. Ninja is the voice actor. No. Please no. I don't even know what Ninja's voice is like, but no. But now that we have all the Chaos Emeralds, I don't have to care about my ring count. I can get hit all I want. Yeah, Labyrinth Act 2. Main trick for Labyrinth Act 2. There are a lot of invincibility boxes plastered around this act, so take advantage of them. When I did my practice run for the stream, just to check I could do this in around an hour, I actually I messed up special stages a bit more, and I had to get a special stage in this act, which meant I had to go a bit slower than I would have wanted to. But yeah. But here we got a bit of a puzzle. That's... yeah, this is blocked off by a door. We gotta find the switch. Obviously I know where it is. Can you drown while invincible? Yes, you can. You can drown while you're supersonic in Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 as well. In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you had to be hypersonic to not drown. Yeah, the switch to open the door is under that item box. Slightly devious hiding place, I suppose, but you know, if you don't know where it is, you're gonna try it out of desperation. But yeah, another invincibility here, so go as far as you can with it. Avoid all these lancers. You especially want to get as far as you can with the invisibility to deal with Orbinauts. Because, yeah, when they're in tight spaces like this, you don't really want to be dealing with them. But yeah, you can drown while invincible, so if you're not going quite as fast as I am, you're going to need to stop the bubbles. Duck under this one. You can just about see his spikes going across up top, and then you can go hit him. But yeah, I mean, I know where the water, like where in the level, the water is and isn't, so I know where I can get away with not taking bubbles. But there's plenty of bubbles if you need to be a slower, more meticulous sort of gamer. Banjo needs bubbles when underwater. Well, obviously that means he ripped off Sonic. Supersonic can survive in space, but all the games he can drown. Yeah, I mean, Supersonic can survive in space as early as like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Technically, I suppose Sonic 2, if you count its ending as taking place at the edge of space. But Labyrinth Act 3. Go down the water slide. It's fast. But oh no, it seems to be looping. So you gotta jump. And don't hold the direction you're going because of the speed cap. To get a bit technical, Sonic 1 has a thing called the speed cap. Sonic 2 keeps part of it in, where if you're holding forwards, Sonic's speed is capped at a certain speed instead of being able to go as fast as he could theoretically go while rolling or alternating a spring or something. In Sonic 2, the speed cap while on the ground would be removed, but he would still have it while in the air. So if you want to go faster in Sonic 1, you have to make sure not to hold forwards. Going back to last games with his voice, will Mario and Sonic be his official last? What, for Roger Craig Smith? No, Puyo Tetris 2. I've already established that. Also, yeah, I went downwards at that bit earlier. This is, again, a big shortcut through the level. But you do have to be quick, or else you will. I mean, starring him. Main role. It depends. Depends whether they recorded new voice lines for the mobile Sonic at the Olympic Games, because that came out after. Yeah, you can avoid this Orbinaut. Were new lines recorded for Puyo? Yes, but I think what Joe means is like with Sonic as a starring role. Yeah, the route I took is a massive shortcut. Labyrinth Act 3 is quite a long act if you go the normal way. But the way I went is a big shortcut. Like, we're approaching the boss. And this boss, the boss of this level, Labyrinth, yeah. It's what I would classify as probably the most difficult part, well, one of the most difficult parts of the game. So yeah, especially if you die to it because there's no rings after the checkpoint. You don't actually have to beat Eggman in this level. You just have to survive this climb. Now in the PAL version, like 50Hz version, because everything is slower, because everything is slower, it's a bit easier. The mobile version has an achievement for doing this without getting hit. I can't remember if I've done that achievement. But yeah, if you're patient though, it's not too hard. You kept dying on this level, well, you need to practice and get better at it. And should you tweet Roger to ask him why? No, you should not tweet Roger to ask him why, because I'm sure it's like a, there's an NDA and all that. Also, it's spelled without a D. It's Roger, not Rodger. And now the labyrinth is over with. Starlight Zone. Nice breather level. Much shorter and much easier. But in the prototype it was a lot harder because it was unfinished. Roll down slopes. For speed. Roll down that for speed. And take the high routes, because again, it's faster. And fall off platforms, because you're not good at games. Bone on 2%, fair enough. Yeah, that was Starlight Zone, Act 1. Without really even taking any big shortcuts. Starlight Zone's just a short level. In fact, it's so like each act is so short there are no checkpoints. Like apart from just before the just before the boss. Again, roll down hills, get lots of speed. Normally those bombs, when they explode, they have debris, like that. But if you off-screen them while they explode, the debris doesn't spawn. So, if you just like even slightly off-screen them, it makes it easier to deal with them. This object here causes weird physics. I don't know why. We're at 43 minutes. I don't know if we'll get this sub 1 hour. Probably not. Depends though. Can't remember. No, there isn't a higher route here. I'm thinking of a different part. Yeah, here they give you 350 rings. Because Starlight Act 2 is the last chance you get to enter a special stage. You can't get special stages in the level after in Scrap Brain. So, yeah, this level is your last chance to get any Chaos Emeralds. So they give you like a free 50 rings if you're on the upper path. Because I already have them, thankfully. And now Starlight Zone Act 3. Yeah, with some of the longer levels at least, 3 acts per zone does get a little tiring. So yeah, roll down that hill for a big shortcut. Again, pro strats. But yeah, like, what was I saying? Yeah, 3 acts can get a bit fatiguing on the longer levels, so, like, it's like why Sonic 2 changed to 2 acts per level. Then Sonic Advance 3 brought back 3 acts per level, and it did get fatiguing in Sonic Advance 3 sometimes. Now this is the seesaw I was thinking of. Bounce high enough, you get an upper route here. For the most part, upper routes are where you want to be going in your classic Sonic games. They're usually shorter or faster or have more goodies up top. It might be harder to stay on, but you know, they usually reward you with getting through faster. Oh, missed that. Yeah, Starlight Zone's boss you can defeat either by tossing the spikes back at him, or using them to seesaw yourself up to him. So if you use a combination of both, then it makes it quicker. I got distracted by looking at chat, so that's my excuse for why I'm not going as quick as I could be. Yeah. Also, all the all the bosses are 8 hits to kill, or to defeat. So, if you need to know how many more hits you have left in the boss, just start counting and you can count down from 8. But my bot is right. Ecto Shark Commands does bring up all the commands it can do. But here we are. 46 minutes into the stream and we're in the final level. Told you this is a short game. I mean, it's a 1991 Mega Drive release. Like, the game is like either 1 or 2 megabytes, so... What do you expect? Bounce. Pro strats. Not so pro strats. Only an hour of content, you want your money back. Well, it's an hour once you've played it like 70 times to get good enough. Oh, I fell down. Whoopsie. Guess we'll see a lower route. Oh. Like, it's only an hour long because I played this too much. It's not even my favourite of the classics, yet it's the one I've played the most. Because it's the shortest, so I find it easier to replay. Oh, come on. It's like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, if I want to replay that, that's like a 3-hour sort of thing. I mean, it's a better, for me at least, it's a better 3 hours than the 1 hour I spend in Sonic 1, but... You know. Sonic 1's, I guess, like, my comfort game. It's just a game I can play at any time. Good timing is needed to make it through that without getting hit or falling down. Luckily, recently-ish, I did get the timing down. A gamer. Who are you calling a gamer? Also, normally Sonic runs off, but if you jump just before he's supposed to, you can run around in the results screen. Get the point, Marcus? Also, Scrap Brain does a thing that Sonic 3 and Knuckles does, where Act 1 and Act 2 look a bit different. Now, I'm going to try and do a very pro strat. There is a secret hidden route in this act, but it requires having 50 rings. Now that I'm on a bigger screen, my cam looks cooler, thank you. I can't take credit for it, because it's just like a built-in effect with a plugin I use, but thank you. So yeah, I'm going to be tiptoeing through this to try and keep hold of my rings, because the secret route requires having 50 rings. So yeah, we're going to be tiptoeing. I have practiced this route the last few times I played the game, so hopefully we are able to do it. I nearly got hit there. 39 rings. Right, we need to get to 50 rings and then backtrack to... Wait, no, I don't think we backtrack to that one, no. I think it's the... yeah, that was the second tube we went to. I think. Okay, I think it's here. Yes! So yeah, get to 50 rings. If you don't have 50 rings by the time you get down there, you can get 50 rings in that corridor and go back. Yeah, this route. It's a big shortcut through the level and gives you a lot of rings. And then you lose them all by running into that fire, that flamethrower. But yeah, that's a huge shortcut through the level. Without that shortcut, Scrap Brain Act 2 is quite a long and grueling level. This place is one big health and safety hazard. I mean, it's Eggman's base, so what do you expect? Oh. Ah. But yeah. Without that shortcut though, Scrap Brain Act 2 is quite a long, difficult level. So, yeah. But it is relatively difficult to get to that shortcut. Look, it's Eggman. Now you press the button. Oh no! All his workers are robots, so he doesn't have to worry. Exactly. But yeah, Scrap Brain Act 3 is another labyrinth zone. They were originally going to make new assets for this, but I think time and cartridge storage constraints didn't let that happen. So yeah, once you hit the button and that bit starts going down, get ahead of it and fall down here. That's the biggest bit of advice for this level. Because again, this level is long and difficult. It's a longer, more difficult labyrinth zone. So if you take this shortcut, then you have a much, much, much easier time at it. Don't be tempted to fall down. Uh-oh. Don't fall down there. You want to stay on this route. Similarly, don't fall down here. Keep going, and you fall down here. And congratulations, you have skipped most of this level. I can't remember whether I knew about... I mean, a lot of the shortcuts I know in this game, are ones that I, knew about from, watching other sort of playthroughs and just reading about the game and all that. But some of them I think I found myself. But yeah, that was Act 3 of Scrap Brain. Normally a long, difficult level, but if you know the level and you can control Sonic well enough to get ahead of the moving platform, you can skip it all. But here we are, the final boss. And it's one of the less memorable final bosses of Sonic. It's quite easy. Just avoid crushing and avoid those things by the electric balls. You get no rings, but everything's quite slow. And I think it is 8 hits as well on this boss. Sonic 2 makes you hit the final boss more than 8 times, but Sonic 1, only 8. And if you played Sonic Mania, you might recognise this, because this is a mini-boss in Sonic Mania. Also, make sure to not accidentally hit this boss more than 8 times, because it is just about possible if you're frame perfect with it. But that resets because his health is stored in an unsigned integer. It then an unsigned 8-bit integer. It then wraps his health around to 255. So don't do that. And you don't have to, but you can give him one final hit as a goodbye. Yeah, that's Sonic 1. And yeah, that's a sub-hour run. And this is on the slower version. And this is your reward for getting all the Chaos Emeralds. A very slightly different ending. That was quick. I know it was quick. It was meant to be quick. Again, it's because I know what I'm doing. I took very optimal routes, apart from Labyrinth Act 1, where I messed up. But, yeah. Yeah. This has, you know... But yeah, doing this stream, you know, doing a late night 1 hour stream, gave me the excuse to stream this, because my normal Tuesday slots, because they're 2+ hours, I would have had to try and fill another hour after streaming, after playing Sonic 1, so yeah. And I do want to do all the main series Sonic games eventually, so, you know, look forward to that in the future, I suppose. I like how the credits shows, you know, it shows you that you can roll, and then it makes you fast. Lost World 2, yeah, one day, that is main series, Joe. One day, stream ending already. I might show off a little bit more of something extra, similar to what I did in my Sonic 2 stream, just because it's awesome. Because earlier this year, I mean, those of you who have spoken to me in some capacity about like Sonic stuff, I will have probably brought up the Sonic 1 prototype that was unearthed. So I might show off a little bit, just because like it shows like it shows, you know, a Sonic game in progress before a Sonic game had ever come out. And it has some striking differences. So maybe we'll do that for a few minutes before we end the stream. Speaking of what we do at the end, yeah, Thirsty Native is still going, so if they're still going by the time I have finished, we might go raid them. If people are cool with that. Because I know, so I can't remember who it was on Rid stream saying, like, suggesting to raid them. This credit medley is nice. Again, it's also nostalgic. For all its flaws, I do love this game. I'd still recommend playing it, just to see where the series started. And yeah, Via Troubles, Forgetting all the Emeralds, Eggman angrily jumps on the end sign. But yeah, that's Sonic 1. I always enjoy playing it. I play it possibly a bit too much though. But yeah, since it's less than an hour, we've got a little time to kill, so what we'll do, switch our emulator back to Japan. Yes, I am playing this on emulation. But it was with a legitimate ROM. This Sonic W is from the Steam collection. But we will have I will take you on a quick ride through the prototype. Just because this fascinates me. Like, genuinely. For one thing, different Sega screen, which isn't being picked up by OBS. OBS? Oh, there we go. Or the emulator could crash. Yay! Alright, we're gonna try again. Prototype. Where are you? You are there. I have lots of ROMs. Yeah, got a different Sega screen, just a normal one rather than the shout. Also, it says press start button. Doesn't do that in the actual game. So let's get rid of that 50Hz thing. So we're no longer at 50Hz. But yeah. Might see though, Sparkling and Clockwork Zone. Oh, I should probably turn debug mode on. There we go. So yeah, this is what Spring Yard Zone looked like in development. It was called Sparkling Zone, and it looked like this. Very different. Very different to the final game. Also, this will be faster than what we were playing earlier because I switched to Japan version. Also, the scrolling while Sonic's on the ground. It doesn't keep up with him yet. If he's going like really fast. Also, we get a 1-up. Oh, I didn't really show. If you get a 1-up, it like glitches out the sound for a bit, usually. But yeah, the background is very flashy, very different. But also, we have Clockwork Zone. They had not finished this at all yet. Look at all this unfinished tile work. It's so broken, I love it. Like the distracting seizure, including inducing neon lights. Yeah, I mean, that's why on my AFK screen, I use that background. But I have it, like, I have the brightness, like, way down. Because otherwise it would be too flashy. Yeah. I like how they hadn't made a background yet for Scrap Brain, so they just use foreground tiles. That's painful to look at. What, my end screen or the Spring Yard thing? If it's my AFK screen... Oh, the broken tile set. Yeah. Also, yeah, wrapping. But yeah, they had not finished this at all. Like, Scrap Brain is a very broken state of being. But another interesting, we go to Green Hill Zone. It looks, pretty similar. The flowers are a different colour, but oh no, there's an enemy right at the start. Which can catch you off guard. No spring in that tree. Also, for whatever reason, in this prototype... Oh, actually, yeah, first off, this ball. This ball was known about for such a long time. But what it did was a mild mystery. It's a bit glitchy. And it's speculated the sort of bugginess is like part of why it was removed. But yeah, the wrecking ball that Eggman has on the boss contraption, it was supposed to be part of the level as well. If you turn debug mode on, like the debug mode cheat on in game, you can see it in the object list, but you can't place it. But yeah, for a long time it was unknown what exactly its behaviour was if you did place it in the level. Sonic 06 foreshadowing, oh no. But yeah, basically it follows you. I think it can crush you if you get underneath it. But yeah, it can also like pass through level pass you through level geometry and stuff. Again, it's a bit buggy. Also, Sonic is standing on it. Like, it's really hard to stay on it. Like, Sonic can stand on it, but it kind of loses physics if Sonic is standing on it for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Again, it's just overall a bit broken. But it's just so interesting to see what could have been. Like, the enemy placement is very rough. Some item boxes are different as well. There's a lot more 1-ups in this prototype, and you get a 1-up at 50 rings instead of 100. Actually, you will see. I got a 1-up at 50 rings. So yeah, people on forums and stuff were speculating why, and one reason why, there are no checkpoints in this prototype at all. They're not coded into the game at all. And it apparently took a long time for them to be programmed in, so, it's possible that they weren't planning them at all until right near the end of development. Which is why some of the checkpoints are a bit haphazardly placed, and why a lot of them, there's like ones before bosses with no rings, because they weren't in earlier versions of the game. Yeah, like, I'm very glad checkpoints were put in Sonic. I can't imagine Sonic without checkpoints. But another one of the big changes, well, things in the prototype, this animation. The sprites were known for a long time, and we knew that Sonic did that animation after being a level, but it's so surreal seeing that, like playing it. It's so surreal. No spring here. It's so surreal seeing that and actually being able to control it. But yeah, another weird change. If I get rid of all these enemies here. Another weird change. So, let's get Sonic running a good clip. You saw him slow down a little when he went onto the bridge. For some reason, when Sonic gets onto an object, he slows down a bit in the prototype. and I cannot fathom why they programmed that in. Also, actually, see if I can get an invincibility around here. There's still invincibility, yes. Also, I don't know whether this is intentional, but invincibility does not protect you from spikes in the prototype. Normally, invincibility does protect you from spikes. So I'm glad they fixed that. Well, they didn't entirely fix spikes until Sonic 2, but you know. Oh, I didn't turn on debug mode. Let's turn on debug. Colors Green Hill also has something to show? Or not? Okay, no it doesn't. What level is it? Might be Sparkling Zone. One of the levels, either Sparkling Zone or Marble Zone, has a certain unused enemy. No, not this level. Guess it must be Marble. Maybe. Oh, we're not placing... There we go. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I accidentally turned the D-pad into an analog stick with the thing. Right, here's what I wanted to show off. An unused enemy. Again, the sprites for this were left in the final, and I think the enemy was left in long enough that like it was made it into promotional materials and like comics and stuff, but wasn't in the final game. Oh, but yeah. Noctowl. There's no owls. But also, I'm overlooking the elephant in the room. These UFOs in the background of Marble Zone. The sprites for these were originally, I think, found in like the mobile, like the not even the 2013 port, but like the 2006 Java phone port of Sonic 1. And again, it's so surreal seeing these implemented, well, seeing these in the game and playing it for myself. Watch out, another change in Marble Zone. Another change for the absolute better. Prototype stuff is fascinating. I know, it's so fascinating. I mean, prototypes are what got me into the Sonic community originally. But yeah, there's no switch here. So it might look like you can't progress, but all you have to do is constantly jump on this pillar. I'm so glad they changed this to a switch in the final game. You would not think to do that. Also, there's no platform here to cheese the this section. The Caterkiller enemy wasn't implemented in the game yet, so there's loads of these enemies from Spring Yard Zone. Oh, there's more lava shooters, well, fireball shooters as well. This is different as well. Like falling blocks and stuff. Also, I'm too lazy to do platforming. If we go over here, Sonic's jump is not as high as in the final game. You can't make it to this shield. You can in the final game. But, yeah, Sonic's jump is slightly lower than in the final game. I think yeah. Let's look at Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone has a different background. I like this background. It doesn't scroll, but I like this background. But Labyrinth Zone is very unfinished. There are no objects at all, and no water. But this tile set is different. This room with the bricks, not in the final game. I like this. It looks cool. Yeah, I like this background. With like the light shafts coming through. It looks cool. Well, I think the final background fits better, but actually, with debug mode, we can show off where the shortcut was supposed to be. Yeah, this is where there's a shortcut in the final game. The one I was trying to get to, but like messed up completely. It takes you like right to the end of the level. Also, there's no signpost, so you can't beat it. And we'll take a quick look at Starlight Zone as well. A nice level. It has Borealis. Aurora Borealis, Joe. At this time of day, there's, you know, and so on. Yeah, Starlight Zone. The graphics underneath the platforms, these sort of scaffolding graphics, not in the final game. And again, I like these graphics. Kind of a shame they went unused. Yeah, Starlight Zone is very unfinished. There's a lot of pits and stuff. But yeah, the level design's like completely different. Yeah. Look. Yeah, this level design is just very different, and there's like, it's very clearly not finished at all. I think you can beat this act. I think you can beat Act. I think Starlight Act 1 can be beaten. Because I think you can encounter, you go through it if you don't use the level select. I think you can beat this level. But yeah, none of this level design's in the final game. This is very different. Okay, yeah, the signpost is way too far in the ground. Also, if you've been listening very carefully to the music underneath my talking, you might have heard that the drums are different. But yeah, Starlight Zone is the last level if you play without level select. But I think that's all I'm going to bother showing. Actually, no, that was a lie. We're showing the special stage because it's just for like they've like only just started testing it really at this point. These blue gold blocks do nothing. Up and down don't change the speed, but like it's rotating, but they sort of up change makes it go faster to one direction, and down makes it go faster in the other direction. The A and B keys also do this, so I could stop it rotating, I think, if I wanted to, maybe. Yeah. Like, clearly debugging controls. Yeah, like, they've got bumpers, they've got rings, but Chaos Emeralds don't have them put in the game yet. And if I can get my way over there, which I can by manipulating the rotation, a sort of prototype, you know, in progress sort of thing of that, of the thing is the, like, what happens when you lose is there. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there though, because that's just me going off on one about game development. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, for doing this with me. Again, just meant to be a super chill sort of thing, kind of with me getting excited about prototypes there at the end. Yeah, that'll be the end of the stream. Can I think First Native is still streaming? Hope I had a good birthday. I did. Yeah. So yeah, First Native is streaming. Let me open up my stream manager on Chrome. As a reminder, when I do a raid, do I need to then stop my stream once I initiate the raid? Because again, I always like mess up how to do it. Also, yeah, this Tuesday, Back to Doom 2016. We're getting close to the end of that game. We're gonna shoot stuff until they die. Raid command, stop stream, click raid. Wait, so I do like the /raid who I want to raid, and then stop the stream and then click the raid channel button in the stream manager. Right. Raid. You need to think I spelled that right. You do it from OBS itself. Normally you keep the stream running. Okay. And then, okay, stop stream. Okay, we will do that